Good morning, YouTube, and welcome to my channel. I wanted to make a short video about what is going on here in my backyard. The beginning of spring 2018. I'm just playing. Just playing. This is barely the second week of January 2018, but my backyard, some of it is already starting to look like spring. I don't know why, such as this beautiful plant right here. This raised bed right here is not an exception. It's beautiful, beautiful raised bed. This one is where I have planted all my lettuce and some of my red Russian kale. I also have some dinosaur kale growing. Everything is super green. It almost looks like we are already in the spring, but we're not. It's barely the second week of January and it's been super cold. The temperatures have been dropping all the way to 15 Fahrenheit, which is not very cold comparing to some states up north. But those temperatures can also cause for the plants to get damaged from the frost. But that has not been the case here in my backyard. I'm very happy. I'm not doing anything special. I just did a lot of companion planting, and for some reason they are keeping each other warm. Here I'm growing for the first time Brussels sprouts, kohlrabi, the white Vienna type, also lots of beets. For the first time I'm growing Brussels sprouts. They have not sprouted yet, but the cauliflower, actually the broccoli, is already starting to develop some heads, more beets in the background, and I'm super excited, very happy. 2018 it's looking very good so far. I'm not doing anything special. I'm not using any protection, no hoop house, nothing. This year I just let it go natural, just like that. And look at that, look at the results. Very happy. In the same raised bed I'm also growing rainbow Swiss chard, which also doing really good here in the cold. No damage whatsoever. I've been harvesting lots of this Swiss chard. I've been giving it away because it's just way too much food for me. On the left here there's another raised bed, and it's full with plants, and such as the rainbow carrots, that they are also doing really good. I just harvested this. In fact, I've been harvesting lots of rainbow carrots out of this raised bed. I don't harvest it all at once because for what I hear, carrots can stay in the ground for a long time and they don't go bad at all. It's kind of having like an outdoor refrigerator. Man, look at that beauty right there. These carrots are so super delicious. And there's more. This is another raised bed that I just built in the front of my house, and as you can see, it's also doing really good. I got more red Russian kale on this one, some Swiss chard, and man, I really did good this year. I'm practicing the companion planting. Everything is just packed together, and the plants, they don't mind it at all. They all seem to be getting along very well. There's no pests, no bugs, nothing. Look at the garlic just growing in between the white Vienna kohlrabi, and they just I don't know why people space out their plants too far apart. I mean, 12 inches is just way too much of space. It's a waste of space if you ask me. There's even some cilantro growing in between those plants right there. This plant right here, it cross-pollinated. This was supposed to be a kohlrabi plant, but the leaves are starting to look like dinosaur kale. And I'm not surprised because last year in 2017, the beginning of spring, everything just flowered at the same time. And a lot of these plants were planted together in the same raised bed, and that's the result right there. But I don't mind it. The leaves are actually larger than your typical dinosaur kale, and it tastes the same, by the way. We also have some Brussels sprouts right there, but no fruit yet. And more red beets that are also doing super good, and more garlic right here. And there's more. This is also this plant right here. It overwintered. This one's been here since last year. I've added more plants, and there's a tire raised bed like this one, like this dinosaur kale, and another plant right there. I added them this year. More broccoli right here. So we're starting to develop the head, as you can see right there. These guys right here were transplanted from the other raised beds because it was just too much and they were getting too crowded, and they seem to be doing good right here in this spot. There's more right here, more broccoli right there. I don't know if broccoli is supposed to be producing fruit this early in the season, but I'll take it. Now let's go check out the rest of the backyard. Okay, so this is my backyard. This was the original raised bed that I started with 4 years ago. And right now this one has, oh my goodness, it has very super rich soil. If I start digging, I'm gonna start finding lots of redworm activity. And here's where I'm gonna be planting all my super hot peppers, either that or my premium tomatoes. I just bought the seed online, and this soil is gonna be perfect for it. And here's where, this right here is where it started all right there. This old raised bed. I like it very much, you know, it's been very good to me. And I'm gonna put extra attention to this raised bed this year because the soil is just exactly the way I wanted it. There's more kale, dinosaur kale right here. This one overwintered. It's still doing really good. No infestation whatsoever. And there's more. See, this is what I'm telling you right there. A lot of these plants are going to flower. There's lots of bees. There's a lot of bee activity. And this is just barely the second week of January. You know, anybody would think that I'm shooting this video the beginning of spring, but it's not. We're still in winter season, and a lot of these plants, they're just loving this type of weather. Here's another tire raised bed right here where I'm growing more rainbow carrots. I'm also growing more red Russian kale. All these plants they had to be transplanted from the other raised beds because they were getting too crowded, and I'm glad that I did that because actually they're doing the same as the others. It's just getting more oxygen. And look what I got here. These sugar snap plants. These I planted them back in fall, around the middle of October 2017, and they've been growing and growing and growing, but for some reason they are not producing any flowers. I don't know what's going on. It's been very cold, 15 Fahrenheit, 50 degrees. They survived, but I have not seen any flowers yet. So at the beginning I was going to take it down, shut it down and just start fresh with more, but we'll see what happens. And to the left here, another raised bed that is filled with plants. This bed goes all the way across the property. As you can see, I am growing more red Russian kale, romaine lettuce. There's another type of lettuce here to the right. I don't know what it's called. Also the white Vienna, dinosaur kale, Swiss chard, and I have a surprise plant here. I don't know what it's called. It's another one of those plants that cross-pollinated beginning of spring 2017. I still don't know what it is yet, but it is super delicious. Anyways, I'm gonna close this video by saying thank you for subscribing to my channel. It's no big deal. I'm not doing it for any profit. I just like to share my ideas and what I have learned from other gardeners. If you live up in the high desert area in California, keep growing. Don't stop. As you can see, I'm not doing any type of special maintenance to this garden. It's just growing naturally. All I do is just water it once a week, and it's good to go. No fertilizers, no pesticides, no hoop house to protect it from the cold, nothing. If I can do it, you can do it. I really hope you like this video, and if you want to get more, if you want to see more videos of this type, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.